Welcome to Exploration Adventures with Booster Gold. I'm Booster Gold. This adventure will take you to Metropolis's Tomorrow District, the center of science and discovery in the city.
Trying to reach Bone. I heard myself screaming. Someone else screaming. Maybe Steven. Maybe me. I couldn't tell. I fell backward. Duke still attached to my arm. Its weight dragging me down. The dog shook its head violently. The way dogs do with toys, except this was my flesh being ripped. I felt something pop in my elbow. Felt warm blood soaking through my shirt. The world tilted, and I realized I was going into shock. Through the haze of pain, I heard voices. My parents.
Impressive.
My father was shouting, running towards us. My mother screamed.
Titanic!
The torch light from our house flooded the scene, and I saw Steven on the ground, Rex tearing at his face while he tried to protect himself with his arms. Blood was everywhere, dark and shining. Get off him. My father had something in his hands. A little rake from our garden. He swung it at Rex, connecting with the dog's ribs. Rex yelped but didn't release Steven. My father hit him again, harder. Finally, the dog let go, backing away, snarling. Duke still had my arm. I could feel myself fading, the pain becoming distant. Then Steven was there, his face bleeding, his hands grabbing Duke's collar. He pulled with all his strength, choking the dog until it finally released me. My arm fell limp, and I saw the damage.
People in stiff white lab coats can be seen periodically entering and exiting the Science Spire, though rarely does a civilian enter. No one is quite sure what goes on inside the Science Spire, though perhaps that mystery is best left untouched. Well, not no one. I bet those people in the white lab coats know what's going on in there.
My mother knelt beside me, her hands pressing something against my arm. A towel, I realized, they were trying to stop the bleeding. Steven collapsed beside me, blood streaming from gashes on his face, his arm shredded. The dogs circled us, still growling, but they didn't attack again. They seemed
A research building in Metropolis, the Science Spire is connected with LexCorp and is one of the newest and most high-tech facilities in Metropolis. The scientists within have already established themselves as a powerful force in scientific research. Due to this reputation, the Science Spire has become what many call the public face of LexCorp.
tested for rabies and eventually euthanized for attacking humans. Steven and I rode in the same ambulance, both of us strapped to gurneys. He reached out and grabbed my good hand, squeezing it. His face was barely recognizable under all the blood. The paramedics worked efficiently, starting IVs, bandaging wounds, murmuring medical terminology I didn't understand. At the hospital, they separated us. I remember fragments, the harsh fluorescent lights, the smell of antiseptic. Doctors in blue scrubs examining my arm with grave expressions. They took me into surgery at 4 in the morning. The surgeon explained that the dog severed 2 tendons, fractured my radius and ulna, and caused extensive muscle and tissue damage. Left me 3 surgeries to repair everything. When I woke up, my arm was encased in a cast from shoulder to fingertips. My parents sat beside my bed, both of them looking like they'd aged 10 years overnight. They told me Steven was in recovery, 23 stitches in his face, 37 more in his arms. He'd be okay.
Science and Technology Advanced Research Laboratories, or STAR Labs, is an advanced research facility that studies many facets of futuristic science. Daily
STAR Labs
experiments lead to new technologies that range from revolutionary to quirky. Whenever any of my equipment malfunctions, I, Booster Gold, contact STAR Labs for repairs. Hey, I should pitch that to them as an endorsement.
No.
Lines not completely severed, but damaged enough that they would have failed eventually, probably within a day or 2 of driving. He'd also loosened the battery cables and would shoot out the gas tank.
The Star Labs Observatory does more than just house a giant telescope. It is from here that the dedicated scientists of Star Labs keep a close watch on events transpiring off-world. They do so mostly for research purposes, but they don't hesitate to contact the Justice League if they detect anything that could threaten our planet.
The key padlock on our gate had been pried open from the inside. Someone had put a crowbar on it, bending the metal bars wide enough for an adult to squeeze through. The lock was broken, the gate hanging open. They also found footprints in the soft mud near our back porch. Adult-sized boot prints leading from the gate to our house and back again. Fresh prints
Metropolis has been called the City of Tomorrow, and nowhere is that more in evidence than the Tomorrow District. Science meets architecture, resulting in impressive modern structures and unrivaled advances in technology.
I spoke to Aquaman only recently. He misses his wife, Queen Mira, but he did not mention this war. Now his mind blocks me, and all the Atlanteans are shielding their thoughts as they swarm our shores. We need you to help prevent a mighty war.
That's being interesting.
This happened 5 years ago, when I was 25 years old. I still remember every detail with a clarity that haunts me during sleepless nights. My two closest friends, Tyler and Brandon, had been planning this camping trip for months. We chose Cunningham State Park in Maryland, a place I'd visited countless times with my family throughout my childhood. Those early memories were filled with laughter, marshmallows over crackling fires, and the comforting embrace of nature. But this trip would forever change how I viewed those woods. We loaded Tyler's truck on a Thursday morning. The sky was overcast, heavy clouds promising rain that never came. Brandon brought his usual excessive amount of gear. He was always the over-preparer of our group. Tyler kept things minimal, just his tent, sleeping bag, and fishing rod. I fell somewhere in between, packing my reliable 5-person tent, cooking supplies, and my grandfather's old handgun. I brought it on every camping trip since I turned 21, though I'd never fired it outside of range. The drive took about 2 hours.
Trying to get to level 30.
Relationships, the usual topics couples discuss when they have time away from their day.
Welcome, warrior. We will need your skills in this fight. The Atlanteans are invading and turning innocents into water-breathing slaves. We must find Aquaman and end this unjustified attack. Until then, act with force. Push them back and free the enslaved humans.
The Tidestones hold a great deal of Atlantean magic. Could you gather some for the Sentinels of Magic so we may better understand this ancient power?
Trail map that showed an abandoned campsite near the park's interior, a place that had been closed off years ago.
And the dark world chain to Atlantis was severed, burying the city beneath the waves.
Seize the Drylander!
How did they do that to me?
You need to stop
And
them
why?
before they turn the whole city.
I can't breathe!
What did they make me
What's going on?
We reached the old campsite around 4 p.m.
Help me!
I was afraid I'd be their slave forever.
Someone, please help! Someone, please help!
You need to stop them before they turn the whole city.
I can't breathe!
How did they do that to me? And why? I was afraid I'd be their slave forever.
As you command, Master. Help me!
I was afraid I'd be their slave forever.
This army can always use a Drylander slave.
welcome our mastery?
I can't. Someone, please help!
You need to stop them before they turn the whole city. How did they do that to me? And why?
Someone, please help! Help me!
How did they do that to me? And why?
As As you command, Master.
You freaks! I'm not going with you!
I can't breathe. Help me!
You will all be slaves soon.
For the king. Someone, please help!
I was afraid I'd be their slave forever.
As you command, Master.
You cannot escape, Drylander!
Seize the Drylander.
You need to stop them before they turn the whole city.
Someone, please help!
How did they do that?
For the king.
Pathetic Drylander.
You will serve King Arthur and Queen Mira!
Can't breathe.
I was afraid I'd be their slave forever.
You freaks! I'm not going with you!
For the king. Help me!
Army can always use a Drylander slave.
Help me!
Army can always use a Drylander slave.
Help!
Wretched slave-monger fish people!
You need to stop them before they
Atlanteans
turn the
shall
whole city.
rule all the earth.
Help me!
The Atlanteans are an ancient magical civilization, and they've always sneered at us dry landers. But they've never invaded before.
Someone, please help! Someone, please help! I can't breathe.
I need two more.
Run for your lives!
Around 8 p.m., stood up abruptly. I need to take a leak, he announced, walking toward the tree.
As you command.
You're hurting me!
Done.
You will all be slaves.
Firelight. What happened? Tyler demanded. Brandon was breathing hard. His hands.
Alright.
There's something out there. I saw. What do you mean?
The Atlanteans are teleporting via magical tide pools further into Suicide slums. Shut down their reinforcements and restore their kidnapped victims before the tide takes them all.
I don't think there's side quests in this one. Since I don't know.
Brandon retreated to his tent without another word. Tyler and I stayed by the fire for another hour.
I know definitely here.
We kept glancing in the darkness beyond the firelight. I crawled into my tent and lay in my sleeping bag.
Blonde hair and blue eyes. By these signs will you know the spawn of Kordax, telepath, sea creature commander, and revolutionary.
Oh, nope.
Kneel before your...
Alright, silence and side quests.
The steps stopped right outside my door. I could hear breathing.
So basically this.
Seize the Drylander.
I hope the heroes kick your ass.
You will all...
This Drylander must want to volunteer for the transformation.
Oh, good point.
ritual has already begun! You cannot stop it!
That's what you think.
Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave. Atlantis' army seize the Drylander! Slave.
Atlantis. No, I can't.
You will all be slaves soon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We continued hiking. Now we were essentially running, desperate to complete the loop and get back to camp. The feeling of being watched intensified. Several times I heard branches snapping in the forest around us, but whenever I looked, I saw nothing. We made it back to camp around now, exhausted and unnerved. None of us suggested leaving.
Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
There you go.
We agreed it was time to sleep, though none of us wanted to leave the comfort of the fire and the companionship. I listened to the silence, waiting.
I can't get in touch with Aquaman at all. He's the king of Atlantis. He must be able to stop this. Sure, he and Queen Mira lead a race of proud Atlanteans, but invading Metropolis seems a bit drastic.
This unprovoked attack must be stopped. Aquaman will not answer my hails. I fear the worst. He would never condone this invasion.
Atlantis' army will all be slaves soon. Seize the Drylander!
Brandon emerged from his tent, and I shouted at him, "Get your shotgun, now." He didn't question me, disappearing back into his tent.
The Atlanteans have planted magical artifacts along the docks that enable them to breathe on land. If we destroy them, we can force the Atlanteans to retreat into the sea.
Long have the Atlanteans made use of power crystals in their magics.
You will all be slaves soon.
I will attack. I thought Aquaman was a hero.
Seize the Drylander! Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
Wretched slave-monger fish people!
Seize the Drylander! Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
I thought Aquaman was a hero.
You will all be slaves soon. Atlanteans shall rule.
What did they make me do? What did they make?
Seize the Drylander!
Oh, hello.
Kneel before your betters, pathetic Drylander.
Wretched slave-monger fish people!
You will all be slaves soon.
I thought Aquaman was a hero.
None of us spoke during the drive to the nearest police station.
Atlanteans shall... Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
Wretched slave-monger fish people!
You will all be slaves soon. Atlantis' army can always use a Drylander slave.
I thought Aquaman was a hero.
Seize the Drylander. Atlanteans shall rule all the earth.
What did they make me do?
Atlanteans shall rule all the earth.
Martian Manhunter deciphered some Atlantean thoughts before they shut him out. They say Queen Mira is causing this war, and Aquaman is her devoted slave. Slave, huh? Anyone else find that suspicious?
Yeah.
I sense Circe's cruel lies in this endeavor. You must stop this invasion where it begins. Martian Manhunter will meet you below the abandoned shipyards. Perhaps together you can break through to Aquaman and restore him to reason.
Feel the might of Atlantis! Feel the might of
And though the seas have tempest-tossed Queen Mira and our king, always their love stayed true.
Those tide stones carry only minor magic. They draw from a greater magic source located beneath the docks. Find that magic and destroy it.
Gotta get a membership too. Forgot about that.
I cannot scan these Atlantean mines. But I can disguise us both, so we can move freely among them. I will scout ahead. You speak to them and find out their plans.
The Tidestone node is strong. It pours our power over the land.
The Tides ritual will ensure our success.
Okay, you're not really this mongoose or whatever.
Beware always the seal men of the bitter lands beneath the South Pole.
With our tide ritual, the tides will soon overflow the land. Glory to Arthur, King of Atlantis!
The Atlanteans are blocking my mental suggestions. So no more disguises. We'll just have to fight until we reach Aquaman.
Sounds good to me.
Aquaman and Mira are this way. There is something strange, though. I need to get closer.
Solo, out there, shaking their heads. That forest has seen some strange things. I've trekked through the Amazon, camped on the African savannah, and waited in frigid Alaskan outback. My work has appeared in National Geographic, Wildlife Conservation, and a dozen other prestigious publications. But something was missing from my voyage. The untamed spirit of the earth.
They destroyed the tides! Attack!
Sea Fury Arbs are, of course, the core munitions of the Atlantean army.
Drylanders! Attack!
It's like that. There you go.
The others were weak! You will not defeat us! You cannot stop the rise of Atlantis! Cower at our feet! Drylanders! Attack!
Feel the might of Atlantis!
Alright, let's see. Shit.
Aquaman and Mira are just ahead. I can only read their minds dimly through their magics. But I will tell you this, that woman is not Queen Mira.
Yeah, no.
I cannot make out their thoughts. I must get closer. Follow me through the door.
Oh. There we go.
Arthur, please stop this madness. That is not Queen Mira. She lies.
Enough! This war will continue until the atrocities the surface dwellers have wrought against my kingdom have been avenged.
We must release Aquaman from this imposter's control, or his kingdom will savage the land.
This is my realm, and you are not welcome here! This always gets
do that, but...
Even kings can bleed.
Oh, ain't that sweet?
Creatures of the deep waters, heed my thoughts. Your king calls you to attack.
Yeah, well. Give me a Reese. One for a Reese. Alright. Oh.
Goodbye, Arthur dear.
Circe, your cruel lie has gone far enough. Release Aquaman from your spell.
Yeah, okay.
Wretched mortal!
What happened? What? Mera! Not good enough. What? What has happened? Where is Mera? Circe, what have you done with her, you witch?
Your queen is here, great Arthur. But if you do not abdicate your throne to me, she shall never swim the waves again.
No! In her name I will smite you!
Oops. That's probably it.
I will make you suffer! Wretched mortal!
I condemn you to a watery grave! Drown in infamy!
I will make you suffer! Aquaman is free from my spell, but the victory is mine. The rift I have created between the Atlanteans and the surface world has weakened both your peoples. The damage is done.
I must thank you. Were it not for you, Triton knows what would have come of this deception. We must return to Atlantis at once, and tend to the damage Circe has caused among my people.
Aquaman is freed from Circe's cruel lie. Now that Queen Mera is again at his side, the war between land and sea should end.
I am Arthur, King of the Seven Seas, ruler of the vast ocean empire of Atlantis. But I am a king in exile, abandoned by my queen, rejected by my people for an alliance with the surface world. I will heal that breach, and forge a peace between the land and the sea. No matter my joy, or my despair, that is my destiny, for beneath the waves, I am king. But on land, they call me Aquaman.
Circe has made a lifelong enemy of the Atlanteans with this ruse. Her attempts to enslave the world under magical tyranny become more desperate. Thanks to you, her lies were revealed, and Aquaman freed from her deceit. Martian Manhunter is waiting for you, with our thanks.
I had just finished my dinner and was adding wood to my small campfire when the sensation hit me. A prickling awareness that raised the hair on my arms and neck. I was being watched, not in the casual way of forest creatures observing an intruder.
Hey, my house is somewhere around here. I think so. Hold on. Yeah, right there.
You've got to stop!
Oh, no. Oh. She's on my team.
I'm not afraid of him. Get away.
Oh, trouble.
Hurricane season.
Aquaman is freed from Cersei's cruel lie. Now that Queen Mera is again at his side, the war between land and sea should end.
Should. Alright.
So we've got a little undead situation at the University of Gotham. Felix Faust's Magians are draining souls from students, and zombies are overrunning the area. Talk to Shazam in the Diamond District Police Station so we can put these souls to rest.
Wondering when that's gonna happen.